Listen, famous last words, I'm different.
Yeah.
Listen, they're playing a game to score goals. They've got fans who've travelled, paid fortunes to get there, and he's on about, someone's had a go at me. People have travelled. You've scored a brilliant goal. Fucking enjoy. I get upset with people, and he can make his points on social media.
Yeah. But like
celebrate a goal. That's what the fans travel for. People make sacrifices to travel to watch Man United. He scores a brilliant goal. United are having a tough time, and if a young player can't enjoy scoring a goal for Man United, do you know what he should do?
Yeah, but
get a job somewhere else.
No.
If he's working in a factory, someone would give me a stick in a factory.
So, we'll get back to Roy in just a quick second. But he says something in this clip when he goes on his passionate debate about Alejandro Garnacho and his little bit of a sulk. And he has had a little bit of a sulk. And, you know, there's a lot of things in the media about all the players' feelings, the players' mental health, players this, players that, players the other. But Roy Keane actually makes a fantastic point in this clip, which people forget. And that is, what about the players? What about the fans who are paying all the money to come and watch these players not do their jobs properly? Anyway, here's Roy.
Question. What advice would you give to young players when they get hassled by their own fans? Alejandro Garnacho didn't celebrate his goal against Leicester after a fan encounter a few days before.
Can I tell you something? Whatever about this game, and we know these younger players suffer with such, but if you can't celebrate a goal, there's something drastically wrong in this game. Whatever's going on off the pitch for any player, it could be family stuff. When you score a goal, you walk all week. You don't. When you get a corner, you don't all celebrate. You're playing the game to score a goal, and if you can't celebrate, as
can I say though, Roy, for a 20-year-old, right?
No, but still celebrate. Still celebrate. You got it, man.
But he's still going through the journey of what he's doing. You know what I mean? That affected him to the point where he didn't celebrate. We're not saying that you shouldn't celebrate.
But no criticism should ever affect you celebrating a goal.
Yeah, but the thing is that's how much it affected him. He's got a great goal, but he's worried about that, and he's a young player.
He's just scored a brilliant goal. Nothing should be in your head when you score a goal. It should be like, this is it. This is the greatest. I am listening to you.
Yeah, you can't be.
And I'm disagreeing with you.
Yeah, but I haven't got a problem with disagreeing. I'm trying to put it from Garnacho's point of view. It affected him so much. It did affect the fact that he didn't celebrate. And I know for a fact that it's the saddest thing in the world when someone scores and they don't celebrate because of something that's happened.
But when you score a goal, Righty, there should be nothing else on your mind.
No, and that's what I was all right with that.
Yeah, I know you were. But
he's different. As a youngster.
Listen, famous last words, I'm different. Yeah. Listen, they're playing a game to score goals. They've got fans who've travelled, paid fortunes to get there, and he's on about, someone's had a go at me. People have travelled. You've scored a brilliant goal. Fucking enjoy. I get upset with people, and he can make his points on social media.
Yeah. But
celebrate a goal. That's what the fans travel for. People make sacrifices to travel to watch Man United. He scores a brilliant goal. United are having a tough time, and if a young player can't enjoy scoring a goal for Man United, do you know what he should do?
Yeah, but
get a job somewhere else.
No.
If he's working in a factory, someone would give me a stick in a factory.
The fans celebrated the goal. He done it for the fans. Got their celebration.
No, but you want a player to celebrate with the fans. You go over to them, the fans. You want to look at fans' eyes.
And you know what as well? He does do that. Garnacho, he does do that.
He didn't do it the weekend.
But he didn't do it the weekend.
Yeah, we're not talking about the other goals.
He was affected by what they said. It's like you don't care about.
No, the worst thing was, though, it was a Man United fan, wasn't it?
He got in a little run-in.
Yeah.
He got in a little run-in with a fan, I think.
And can I ask you, what's a little run-in? What happened?
So what happens outside the ground?
Wasn't your type of run-in, Roy?
It was outside the ground before the game, Jill.
Yeah. He was outside the ground, and then he's a Man United fan. He used
some mug, whoever the mug was.
Yeah, but don't listen to that idiot.
Yeah, but he was like so close to him, and he was like, "Are you gonna do this today? You're gonna do that today?" He was like proper in his face, wasn't
he? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and Garnacho, you're talking about one of the better players.
But there's idiots everywhere. There's them fucking idiots everywhere. Right. But when my point is, sorry for swearing, but when you score a goal, all that's gone. Yeah. I've scored a goal in this moment.
I can't understand why you can't understand that this is a young guy.
I don't know how he's thinking of that.
But if he's going to be upset with that, get a different job.
No.
But
he's learned from that.
But when you score, you obviously... The one thing I think is that... I know when the fella said it to him, and it's probably on his mind through the day and all that, how does that go... Obviously, you score goals. How does that go in his head as the ball goes in the net?
Because he's probably playing in anger. That's what it is. He's playing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He's pre-planned not celebrating.
That's exactly what it is. He's playing because he's thinking about. But this is what I'm saying. He can't not think about it. It's in there.
Celebrate when you scored in training.
Seeing something.
Did you celebrate when you scored in training?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you did. That's in training when there's nobody around. A man and his dog.
I scored great goals in training.
I'm pretty sure you did, and you got a few tap-ins. So you've scored 60, 70, 80,000. So he's probably under pressure from outside sources, whatever. Every player's under pressure from family, for tickets, or your performances, your fitness, your contract. There's all sorts of pressure on players. But I just think for that moment, for that weekend, or for that moment you scored a goal and you're going, whatever happens the rest of my life, if it finishes tonight, I'm going to enjoy this moment. Scoring, you don't celebrate corners, you don't even celebrate tackles.
I think he'll probably get that when he's older, Roy. He'll probably, he'll learn from this experience, and he probably may never do that again. But I don't think he's. I don't think he's wrong to do that. It's just, you know what's the sad thing is that he didn't celebrate for himself because it was, and that's because somebody affected him.
It's a passionate show, this.
Yeah, Roy Keane, I've said before on this channel, I think Roy Keane's a pantomime villain and he overreacts a lot of the times, and he plays a character, and he criticises people unnecessarily sometimes, but in this particular video, I wholeheartedly agree with him. Too much are we talking about players, you know, their feelings and, you know, why they walk with their head down, and, you know, there's a reason why Marcus Rashford gets criticised. There's a reason why Alejandro Garnacho gets criticised. Vinicius Jr. mourning because he didn't get a Ballon d'Or nomination. Vinicius Jr. is the biggest whinge in football. So Vinicius Jr. didn't get a Ballon d'Or. What, so Rodri didn't deserve it? It's crazy. It really is. And sometimes I feel as though the players, they don't realise why they are there. And they are there for the fans. They're not there for themselves. They are there for the fans. It's the fans that pay the money. It's the fans that travel thousands of miles to come and watch them. Time and time again, I've seen Manchester United this season and last season, and I've paid a fortune to go and watch them, and they've been rubbish. If it was a film that I was going to see and it was that bad, I'd walk out. But it's only cost me a £5 to go to the cinema, or a £10 depending on where I go. But when you go to Manchester United, you're paying £48 per ticket. What, and Alejandro Garnacho can't pass properly and he's got a bad first touch. All he does is train and play games. That's it, and he's getting paid 150 grand per week or something, whatever it is. I don't know what he's getting paid, but he's getting paid more per week than me, my mum, and my dad get paid yearly. And he can't learn how to trap a ball properly. He can't learn how to pass. It's just ridiculous, and I don't like to see footballers twine and whinge and moan. So I've got no sympathy for Vinicius Jr. because he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. And Marcus Rashford, well, I can't be bothered with Marcus Rashford. I saw him again last week, and he was just walking about with his head down, and he didn't do anything. And he's on 300 grand a week. I'm sorry, but these players need to understand that they are there to entertain the fans. They are there. At least put the effort in. That's what you want to see. And we don't want to see players sulking either. We want them to be on that pitch with a smile on their face and putting the effort in. See, particularly the Man United fans, because Man United players, they are spoiled. If the Man United players were playing for Real Madrid, the White Yankees would have been out years ago. Years. But week after week, the United fans cheer them and they support them and they want to see them do well. And all Man United fans ask is that they put the effort in. Now, is Garnacho putting the effort in? I'm sure he's putting some effort in. But he can't trap a ball. His passes are not great. He can score a goal every now and then. But I don't know, he's quite inconsistent. He does remind me of a young Ronaldo in that sense, because Ronaldo was very similar, but eventually Ronaldo learned how to do these little things, the basics, pass a ball, trap a ball, and all of that good stuff, you know? But I've seen that video of the fan who supposedly, gave Garnacho a bit of stick. He didn't give him stick. Not really. He gave him constructive criticism. And Garnacho he didn't have the humility to take it on board. He just gave a witty comment back. And, I mean, at the end of the day, if Garnacho was a brilliant passer, he scored 30 goals a season, and he could control the ball like Paul Scholes, that guy probably wouldn't have said the things that he said. And despite the fact that Garnacho can't do those things, he's still got 75,000 fans singing Viva Garnacho. So he's having a little moan and he's not celebrating because one fan gave him some constructive criticism. Please. Come on, young man. Sort yourself out. Where's Brian Clough? We need more Brian Cloughs. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are footballers entitled spoiled brats? Thoughts in the comments.